Hi Libra, welcome to the channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I am doing your October general reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the end of October general reading, okay? So, because it's general, this can apply to your finances, your career, your love life, a message from Spirit to you. So just take what resonates with your situation and leave what doesn't. Do not try to make a square fit into a circle, as they say. You know, if it doesn't fit, then it just doesn't fit. You know, don't try to make something apply when it really doesn't, you know. If you get it, you get it. Okay. So, a couple of things. The website was supposed to start this week. It was delayed. So, it'll be up by next month. Personal readings. I am still doing personal readings. I'll put the information down below. It's just email me, you know what I mean? But I'll give like the pricing and everything. That'll all be in the description box below. I'm taking a poll. So if you see the eye at the top of this screen, click on it, because the poll is all about, do you want the first half and the second half of the month to be love readings? So that's 2 love readings in the month and just 1 general reading, you know, for the entire month. So let me know. So let's get popping. We're going to start off with the Oracle deck. We are going to, you know, set out the cards here and resonate with you more than the tarot reading. They're going to be separate. They coincide, they're not. Okay. We're going to start off with the Oracle deck, clear it off, and then we're going to do the tarot. So let's get it popping for you, Libra. So what's going on with Libra right now? What is Libra's focus? Where's Libra's mind at right now? What's Libra's mind focus on? What is on your mind, Libra? Dry desert. What that's all about is searching within. You know, as you see this lady's walking on the desert. Where's the water? Maybe in that cactus, but water in a desert is actually something that you have to dig for. It's under the ground. So this is, again, digging. I was going to say digging within you, but, you know, digging deep and kind of like looking at things from an introspective point of view, you know, finding more out about yourself, understanding more about yourself by looking within. And one thing to keep in mind, which I didn't bring up in the love readings because I wasn't aware of the astrological positions until after the fact, because I was just like, why do we have a lot of, you know, there was just a lot of 5 of coins, like that whole left out in the cold, chilly feeling kind of thing. So come to find out, Venus is in retrograde up until November 16th, mid-November. And what that's all about anyway, it's about, you know, looking at your relationships, evaluating your relationships. This could be love, with your family, with your friendships, but kind of like evaluating things, what you need to work on and what you need to cut out and who you might need to cut out. Okay. So right now, your mind is on you. Learning more about yourself. What's a challenge for Libra? Sacred pool. This has been coming out a lot. The challenge, which is kind of contradictory, the challenge is self-reflection, but not really, because with this is all about listening to your higher self. Okay, this is like, you know, this is more like going deep within yourself versus when you do go deep, what is it that you find? And whatever it is you find, you know, are you going to like trust your instincts? Are you going to, you know, trust the inner voice that you have? It's like trusting your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Or your higher self. So your challenge is, you know, even though you are focusing on digging deep, some of you guys may not be digging deep enough. Like you're not seeing like you're not seeing what you need to see. You're not digging deep enough for some of you guys. And it's also about denial. It's like when you dig deep and you find what you are looking for, are you going to accept it? What's the lesson for Libra? Protecting treasure. So your lesson is to protect what you value the most. Okay, these are your assets. These are you know, not necessarily tangible things, but, you know, this is money, this is your heart, these are people you love, this is protecting, you know, your lesson for the towards the end of the month is protecting what you hold dear to you. Okay. And what's some advice? Oh, Golden Palace. I like this. Golden Palace. This is, you're going to manifest. This is manifestation. Okay. So for some of you guys this month, you will be, excuse me, I keep saying this month. We're already at the end of the month. Towards the end of the month, you will be, you know, in a place where you can manifest. It's like you're going to be working on yourself, but at the same time, you know, staying focused on what you want to protect and also what you want to manifest. Okay. We see these cards. You guys got it. Cool. Clear the deck. And let's bust out some tarot cards. So what's your current situation, Libra? We have the Queen of Coins. Male or female, not gender specific. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. Or some of you guys could be embodying the energy of the Queen of Coins. Again, not gender specific. Excuse me. Sorry, that was rude. That was double rude. Okay. So basically, embodying the energy of the Queen of Coins is someone who is a nurturer, someone who is, you know, also logical. You know, they're very grounded. They're very secure in who they are. They're also about, you know, maintaining their home, and that also includes finances. So that could be the zone that you're in right now. Or like I said, you could be dealing with an earth sign. Let's get a clarifier. The Queen of Coins. Okay. Oh, how nice. Ace of Cups. The beginning of new love. That's new love. That's healing. Some of you guys could be pregnant, you know, bringing life into this world. Some of you guys could be in love or developing feelings for an earth sign or someone who embodies that energy or that description. Okay. But that's new love. Reconciliations too. Okay. What's the past influence for Libra? The Knight of Cups. So your past influence was all about expressing to somebody how you feel about them. Or vice versa, because this is looking like a love reading to me. So the energies can go either way. Either you expressing it or the other person expressing to you, like, hey, you know, I'm kind of sweet on you. All right, let's get a clarifier for the Knight of Cups. Okay, never mind. So you have the Hermit. So yeah, that's a Virgo. But clarifying the Knight of Cups is the Hermit. So again, introspection, remember? So in the past, it was just like you had feelings for someone, but it's like you had to go within and evaluate them. You had to understand what your emotions were about. And you had to understand that and feel secure with that in order to move forward and have that new love with that person. Okay? Let's look at the hopes and fears. So far we got earth and we got water. And that's way too cards. But thank you. Whoa. Alright. So your hopes and fears is the Fool. So some of you guys are hoping for a new beginning. You're wanting to take that risk. It's like you're ready to throw caution to the wind. You know what I mean? The fear is that, you know, there could be a delay, not going anywhere. You know, like the relationship isn't going to go anywhere. It might become stagnant. Or there might be, you know, resistance. Let's get it clarified for the Fool. Magician. Wow. So you got 0 and you got 1. Okay, the Magician comes right after the Fool. So it's like hoping to manifest this new beginning, but again, also fearing that it's not going to come into fruition. But remember, the advice was manifesting. The odds are in your favor, kid. All right, let's see. What's your focus? You have the Ten of Wands. So your focus is on your responsibilities. You may be having a little bit too many responsibilities, a little too much happening right now. You know, this is all about also, you know, Wands is all about passion, right? One of the descriptions of Wands is about passion. So for some of you guys, it could also be, you know, be careful of what you ask for, because when you get what you want, when you get what you manifest, are you able to handle it? It might become a little overwhelming, overbearing for you. Okay. So some of you guys are focusing on dropping some responsibilities, kind of like freeing yourself, you know, giving yourself a little bit more free time. Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's get, I was clarifying that. And then we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, dropping. So you go from a 10 to a 2. Dropping some of those responsibilities. You know, getting back to the place where you're confident. Because when you have too much on your plate, it's kind of like, can I do this? You know, it might become, like I said, a little overwhelming. And let's look at the advice. What do we got for advice for Libra? Yeah, the Ace of Coins. Yeah, you guys have some new beginnings here. The beginnings. So this is something that is coming in. This could be a promotion. This could be an inheritance. This could be somebody just helping you out financially, you know? But again, that kind of like ties into the whole manifesting. If you're asking me, it's like you want more money. Like this is something that you can manifest. This is something that you're in the position of manifesting, you know? Like that's like a windfall of money coming to you. But let's get to clarify that. And you guys are kind of yeah. So you have the Two of Coins. So again, juggling, knowing how to balance. So it's kind of like when you do manifest this money and when this financial opportunity, job, you know, business venture, whatever it is, okay, when it does come into fruition, you have to be able to juggle both of them. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like where your focus is right now, if you do have a lot on your plate, I feel like you can handle it. Okay? And that's the advice. It's kind of like you can actually handle this. You can do it. Just put your mind into it. All right, so let's look at the outcome, Libra. You have the Five of Swords. So that's all about kind of like pointless victory. You know, this is something that you could come out and say to somebody, you know, hurt somebody's feelings. And it's like, for what? And not necessarily hurt their feelings, but kind of like bruise their ego. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like boasting. It's boasting. It's like you're boasting about, you know, because like you feel good. You know what I mean? Like things are going to be moving in the right direction. But, you know, be careful about ego, you know, because it's like it's also starting petty fights and petty arguments. Let's get another one here. Let's clarify it. Starting those petty arguments and petty fights for what? To feel victorious? So for some of you guys, it's you know, drama. That's what I see. It's drama. The outcome is drama, but why is the outcome drama? Give me a second. Let me just see something here. The drama could stem from a financial situation. Like, not money problems, but kind of like money is money and your money is our money kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's expand on this. How are we doing with time? Yeah. We have the Chariot. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 major arcana here. So this is these are some major events. You have control of your own destiny. Everybody has their free will. This is not set in stone. This is not written. You write your own destiny. This is just a snapshot, okay? Possibilities, all right? So we have the Chariot. So this is like being determined, taking action. But I stand by what I said with the boasting because, again, the Five of Swords is petty arguments, you know, pointlessness. There's no victory here. But it's like starting drama for no reason. Then you have the Six of Wands. So this is all about victory and recognition, right? But it's also about, you know, be careful of your ego because all of that can turn on you. And then you have the Chariot. And this is like moving forward, like leaving. Like you could be pushing somebody away. And you could be pushing somebody away with your attitude. And I'm not judging you. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. You know, like, that's relationships. That's life. We all have our pettiness, you know. But that's also, you know, you have to be sensitive towards the other person's feelings as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're you're manifesting new beginnings all around you, Libra. Like, this is not a bad reading whatsoever. I mean, yeah, the outcome, you know, but it's all about, it's like that wheel. It's all about things go up, they come down. It's all about how you handle it. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you have a lot on your plate, trust me, you're going to be able to handle it and you're going to be able to delegate. The Queen of Coins, being able to delegate, you know, some of those responsibilities and being able to rely on somebody to assist you. Some of you guys may be a little bit overprotective of what you value. And remember, your challenge was Sacred Pool, so that's all about self-reflection. You guys are trying. You're trying, you know, and I feel like there's success there. It's just minor things. Just out of curiosity, you have the Knight of Swords that came up next. Yeah, there'd be a little bit of a tiff coming up soon. But like I said, a little bit of a tiff. You know, just be aware of other people's emotions. And that's it. Libra, thank you for your time. How do we do on time, by the way? Decent. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. I'll catch you on the next video. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your patience. I wish you blessings and I wish you love and light. Bye.